Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and we are playing Overlord H, which, if you are not a fresh viewer, you would know, stands for humorous. That is correct. Let us start off once again with looking into the mirror, because something has happened that we have not been able to see. Something between other characters. Let's see. Survival and compromises. 75th event that we could not see.
Thanks for accepting my request for a meeting.
He kneels to ground and looks up to 6 figures. They look kinda pathetic. The 6 cardinals, weaklings, are the highest authority in the state theocracy, and all of them have equal power. 5th seat of the Black Scripture. We are ready to hear you.
Yeah, I've been observing the situation with the Sorcerer Kingdom for a long time now, and from what I've learned, I believe we should stop taking actions against the Sorcerer Kingdom. Even if I have never been quite direct, it might be dangerous to continue down that route.
You cannot be seriously proposing that!
That is the other way. No matter our strategy or scenario, the only outcome I see is death. There is no winning this.
The 6 cardinals look at each other.
That cannot be true. I refuse to believe this. We are supposed to protect human race. I suggest you bend the knee.
Yes!
What?
Explain yourself, Kosi Khazia Quintia! Sparing the details we'll know regarding his power. We have already tried spying on the Sorcerer Kingdom. While we could not spare more resources than that, it was our complete loss once we have discovered that he was by our doorstep. No one had an idea, and it was not teleportation. If it was not clear before, it shouldn't be now that we are simply powerless against a god.
You do not need to convince us. Remember whom you're speaking to. The survival of humanity has always been our priority. No, it would be more correct to say it has always been our very base in every sense. Our order has been founded on this. However, our base is flawed. Your view is blind by the undead, and that undead alone. But you have to understand that every action has its cost. Should we be too friendly with him for the sake of survival, our country will revolt on us. On the other hand, if we take any negative action on him, our country will be destroyed.
How about doing a little bit of both? Keep ourselves exactly in the middle.
We are not in the position of being suicidal for the sake of our beliefs, if that is what you fear. However, yes, maintaining a safe balance can be done.
I kinda want to wipe them out, to be honest.
We have already taken adventurers from rest is a kingdom as refugees, but we did not play any role in trying to stop their conquest. We have retired our troops, we agreed to their terms, but we are not going out of our way to stop elven slavery, for instance. They have no reason to meddle in our country's wait, what?
We are not going out of our way to stop the elven slavery. That doesn't sound good.
They have no reason to meddle in our country's affairs, and the people will be happy, especially the families of our soldiers.
That is assuming he will never try to meddle in our affairs. He could steal troops in order to have a reason to attack us and look good in everybody's eyes. And then who lived for so long are cunning and smart.
No, I do not want to test the theory out. I doubt he could do that much, with our touch in all human nations. Even if he conquered them, it makes no difference. If he swore war on us, it would be no different than swearing war on all humanity.
Let's do it.
It is a good thing you don't want to test the theory out. Do I have to remember you how the Empire set us up? I would never exclude the possibility of betrayal. Any action should be taken by assuming the worst case scenario will happen.
If I may, do not believe he would do that if we do not anger him. He even accepted the surrender of Resti's kingdom.
What?
We are honestly lucky that he is not completely hostile to us humans. The only slaughter took place in war, a war they agreed upon. However, if we consider the worst case scenario, if what happened to the Beastman country happened here, it would be the end. We do not have the power to stop such an attack. At the moment we can hope for the best for. He could have done such a large-scale attack on the rest of the kingdom, but he did not. He did that on our enemies. In order to save a human's kingdom, he even conceded the territory to them. Not that for something in exchange, or to gain favor.
You sound like you are trying to protect him.
On the contrary, I believe we take the wrong actions based solely on the fact that he's undead. We could turn him into a real monster. There would be no hope of survival then.
Is it true? It would surely be different if he was in immediate danger. Different actions would have to be taken, however. Only because a beast is not hungry does not mean it will not be later. It takes a change of heart, or whatever he has, and we would be in trouble. Undead are immortal. Those with intelligence may get bored and turn hostile once they are tired of acting nice. Undead without intelligence show their true nature, and that is one of the traits they all share. They are all evil and hate the living.
I mean, like, humans are better.
Even the beastmen fought them. Perhaps that will happen 1,000 of years from now, when all of us are long gone, but still we cannot leave him just be.
Gods come and go. It is not for the first time.
True, but that does not mean we cannot speed up the process.
How would we do that?
We can come to an agreement and give him something in exchange for his leave.
That would never work. What stops him from just taking it? Rather, does he even need anything? We'll have to be subtle at the very least. How about using that woman, Zashi? She's naive, as strong as she may be. Her predictability can play to our advantage.
Good idea. If he's after anything material, she'll deliver it to him. We'll let her.
How would that help?
Keep her close and none the wiser will allow us to learn. Each god has a goal, a purpose. Otherwise, they would never come here. Once they have what they seek, they return to the plane.
It seems like this is our only real chance to get rid of that fool for good.
Yeah.
They continue their chatter. Many things are said, but ultimately they are able to take any real action against the Sorcerer King. I want to wipe them out, not gonna lie. Gladly will do that. Right, throne room it is. Archie Albedo.
Greetings, Aisama.
She bows.
I've heard about the ceremony. Back when I was human, I used to be a noble or something like that. I've learned to dance back when I was a kid, so I thought perhaps we could practice together.
She closes her eyes and sprouts those last words right quickly. They almost blend together. Dancing, huh?
Is that no good?
Well, in truth, I've never tried. I have no idea how to dance.
Even better? I mean, I would be more than happy to teach you how to dance. I'm sure you will be really good by the time the ceremony begins.
Ah.
No matter the nobles are the ones to begin the dance. I believe that will be expected, right? Really? Why? I've never heard about this.
I see. I'll accept your offer then, Archie.
Yes.
I like this one. We go somewhere a little more private, but with just as much space for our practice. Nazarik's theater on the 9th floor. We have a theater? After a quick bow, I take her hand and let her guide me.
5 steps forward like this. Kick right, kick left, repeat, then jump.
Jump? What?
Same thing but in reverse, do not look back. 5 steps, then let my hand go and wait for this beat to spin. Once I'm done, you spin and take my hand back.
Goddammit, remembering all those steps is not too complicated. However, actually doing them smoothly requires a lot of coordination and practice. Honestly, what you need is to let yourself go loose in a way. Remembering all those steps is not too complicated. However, actually doing them smoothly requires a lot of coordination and practice.
5 step forward again, kick right, kick left, and let my hand go and jump 5 times into a circle until you get back to my left side.
Hey, is it not done yet?
Hi, Sama.
Yes? Like this?
Yes, perfect. Now 2 steps back, kick right, kick left, wait for me to do the same thing. Let my hand go, and once I'm back to the right side, take it again.
Okay, they do something more complicated than I thought.
Now 3 steps back while you keep the usual leg movement. Each step, kick right, left. And now hold by both hands.
We face one another while our fingers are intertwined. I don't know where else to look but her face. It would be normally really embarrassing to look at her this closely while in my human form.
Now this is the easy part. It is all about the legwork. You can let me lead. You will have to simply follow my steps.
I can do that. It is a real shame that I feel little to no emotion. I can easily tell that I'm missing out a lot. Archie and I shared many intimate moments up to this point, and I can remember how I felt in my human form. All of that is gone but the memories I have. As I'm led on by her dancing, I wonder how I would feel right now in my human form. Despite that, I'm having fun. It is truly relaxing and enjoyable being able to do such a mundane and new thing rather than the usual work. We keep practicing, and after many hours I feel like I got the hang of it. I would not be able to dance without her leading, but I can tell my movements are much smoother now. I'm ready to conquer the dance floor. Are you like Kiryu Kazuma ready? For?
Aye, Sama.
She welcomes me with a smile and bows.
Mare has arrived, and everything is ready in the Nazareth Theater. We wait your order for the ceremony to begin.
We may begin. The ceremony is quite fun. Thanks to the dancing practice I had with Archie, yeah, I feel almost like a natural on the dance floor. I truly enjoyed the experience. However, the thing I enjoyed the most about the ceremony is seeing Mare so happy. Such a heartfelt smile. It is truly a shame he will not be around us often anymore. I quite successfully managed to keep my mind off from the problems I have encountered. However, my mood gets gloomier once the ceremony is almost over. That's when I gather everyone to the throne room. It is time to update them on the current situation. I really hope you all had fun. It's a special day for all of us. However, I would like to use this opportunity to inform you of a very important matter. Given its importance, a simple report just would not do. How we came in this world. After visiting the elf country, I finally have the answer. I tell them everything that has happened so far till my discovery of Yggdrasil, including the power being far stronger than mine. I have many theories, but I stick to facts only in order to avoid confusion. That is how it is. While I do not have any intent of going back to the old world, I want to harness that power to avoid possible enemies from ever reaching this world. To do so, I'll need everyone's power. I'll need the Great Tomb of Nazareth. For those of you whom joined us in these past years, I will need you to also tell me about the possible existence of powerful artifacts in this world, or rumors thereof. Holy moly, that's a lot of people indeed. I feel like each time there are more people around, huh? Narberal, my son. Albedo. Aureole, Yuri, Lupis. Shizu. I do not see Shizu's and my daughter. Entoma, Solution, Oramare, Coquetus, Demiruk. Gelari? I actually don't remember. The one under Demiruk. Started with J. Rosalind, Archie, Shaltir, Darth Knight, Hamtaro. It's not, but whatever. Hamsuke, Sebas, his girlfriend, Sebas' girlfriend's sister. Tuare and Nina, Clementine, whatever her name was, and Rubedo somewhere in the background. I bet there are more people for. Anywho. By the end of my talk, everyone has a surprised look on their faces. It is definitely a lot taken. Had I been anybody else, there would be a lot of chatter going on right now, but everyone keeps quiet. I'll let you think and discuss it now. From tomorrow on, I'll start receiving individual visits to my office. You are dismissed. The chatter see, Pandora's actor appears now. The chatter begins as the throne room slowly empties itself. Only a few individuals stay behind. Those whom I had planned to summon to begin with. As you've correctly guessed, I have some additional tasks for you. Pandora's actor!
Yes, Sama!
You know, I would treasure the best. Based on what I have said earlier, gather all the items that might help dealing with Yggdrasil.
Already have an item in mind. Consider it done.
Demirug. Yes.
I need to assemble a team and research Yggdrasil. While ultimately we need to stop it from summoning possible foes, it is a long-term goal. In the meantime, I would like to learn more about it. I would like to harness its power as a resource for the Great Tomb of Nazarick. Learning of the other key places affected by Yggdrasil the most would be useful as well, but that might require local knowledge.
I'll prepare a team right away. Since we don't know what we're dealing with exactly, the preparations will take a while. I'll be able to leave for the Elf Country tonight.
That's pretty good. I'll be waiting on hearing about your progresses.
Yes!
He bows. No, I'll be... I'm interrupted by a message. Yes?
I've received a letter to be delivered to you. However, since it is about the meteors, I thought you'd contact directly as instructed previously.
Understood. I'm busy at the moment. Hold on to the letter. I'll personally come to get it.
Understood. Have a good day, Arsama.
She ends the message. Now alone without body in the throne room, she gets closer. Really close. Her podcasts are filled with expectation.
Albedo, as I was saying.
Yes?
After such news, I'm sure many will seek a meeting with you from tomorrow on. Obviously, I cannot spare the time to meet so many people individually, especially since it might lead to nothing useful at the end. Based on what I have said, I would like you to cut the number of meetings and only accept those that might have a useful lead.
It will be done, Ainsama.
Thank you, Albedo. I'm heading out now. How to avoid Albedo. Thank you, Albedo. I'm heading out now. Cut it short. And it's out. We definitely need to visit Rishusai, right? Erantel. In a way, expected that, yeah. In a way, expected that. I don't know what I expect here by clicking whatever. Erantel. Oh, she's outside. Please tell me she finally purchased some clothes. Upon reaching Erantel, noticed what Rishusa had been saying. There are some Minotaur tourists around, unlike before. Aside from that, nothing seems off. They greet me like anybody else does when they see me. I enter a small guard post. That is where Rishusa spends most of the day to perform her dad duty. I have arrived! Rishusa! By the way, I kind of ruined the situation for myself. Because I had a look on Overlord. Yeah, I like skimmed through some episodes. And it made me realize who Rishusa in anime is. And I'm... Gee. Like... Yeah. Good. No. Terrible. Terrible. In the anime. Terrible. In this game, Rishusa is cool. The Rishusa of anime I would not like. Anywho.
Oh! Welcome, Aisama! Let's go! Finally! Woman! You should have worn that from the very beginning! You look so good in this! Yeah?
She bows and presents me with the letter. A letter from the great Minotaur nation. Curious about the contents, I opened the letter right then and there. The contents are exactly what one would expect from an official letter. A lot of formal words put together to please me. All of that can be summed up as a simple request to meet in 3 days from now. So he finally wants to meet, huh? I assumed this would happen eventually. I guess those tourists are just harmless scouting the area to see whether this is a hostile environment or not. If he wants to meet here, this means my city meets his standards. Still 3 days from now on. This will conflict with the plans I had starting from tomorrow. 3 days from now, the leader of the great Minotaur nation will arrive here. Make sure to organize the proper way to receive him.
Yes, I'll begin right away. Message scroll, where did I put it?
She rushes off. Hopefully his visit will not be too bothersome. I have a lot going on right now and I do not need extra baggage. This has to be the worst timing ever! One thing's for sure, all of this is causing me a great mental fatigue.
All I want to do right now is lay down my bed and stare at the ceiling until tomorrow.
Understandable. Chambers, okay. Really nothing That orphanage was such a big deal and nothing is happening there. Wait, map. Fine, we'll do it like that. Nothing happening here as well. I lay down on my bed and stare up at my ceiling unmoving. If anyone was watching me, they would think I'm deep asleep, but I'm very much awake as always. However, as I try to relax my mind, all my senses blend together. I feel like I'm in a big bubble, and nothing else besides me exists now. I become completely unaware of everything else happening outside. My sense of smell is caught by the sweet fragrance of my bed sheets. It is as if 1,000 flowers were neatly placed, one by one, on my bed. It's not the first time I enjoyed the scent of my bed, but despite having grown fond of it for the years, I'm still as impressed as the first time. My sense of hearing is focused on the white noise of the ever-burning torches. If I close my eyes, I could almost picture myself living in a rustic cabin. Of course, my chamber is anything but rustic. Nobles would kill to have even a single piece of my furniture, especially the bed. My sense of tact is blessed by the most soft surface I ever placed my back on. It's really a shame I cannot fall asleep because I would sure enjoy a night's sleep here. Dude, that's, by the way, like, crazy in a way. It's kind of hard to imagine how it would be not to be able to sleep at all. I know how it is to have problems falling asleep, but not sleeping at all. Rough to imagine. For the first time since I can remember, my mind does not start to wander elsewhere while I stare at the ceiling tinted by the purple hue coming off the torch's light. It stays right there. I pass hours like this, and once my mind is finally empty and relaxed, I begin to read and practice my daily routine in order to be ready for the days to come. Actually, let's check out on Rishusa. Maybe we need to... No, we don't. To the office. What is Renner doing here? What the hell? This is the first day, and in my office there are way less people than I expected. Only a single person, the one I did not expect to see today, is waiting for me. Renner! It is a surprise to see you here. What information do you have for me?
No, not the information, but a gift from my client. This ring.
She opens up her palm before me. A magical ring sits on it. A ring?
Yeah. It is a very powerful item. No matter what is your current power, upon wearing it, your level will increase by 5.
Ha! Will that really work on me? If anything, this ring would prove whether a power beyond level 100 can be obtained or not. Very interesting. Excited, I take the ring off her hand, and after taking off one of mine, I wear it right away. As soon as the ring activates, I feel my power increase in many ways. My physical attributes, my mana pool, and even the power of a good part of my spells. It works, and increasing a level beyond 100 in this world is indeed possible. Incredible. This ring could be essential for my plan to work out. This changes everything in so many ways. After I'm done with my current task, I'll need to investigate this thoroughly. With level 100 is not the limit, I can still improve, and I will no matter what. Actually, I was thinking literally yesterday about that. Because Ainz is 100. Okay, I was like, okay, he's reached the limit and so on. However, what about the other members of Nazarick? They are lower levels. Can they still level up? Would be nice. Rendell claps her hands a few times.
I'm glad to hear, Aisama. Climb will be pleased to hear his gift was useful.
Not a gift. Huh? I don't like Fey power. Once I will be done with it, he can have it back. I'm sure he can find a better use than I could. However, do not let him know that I'm grateful for lending him this ring.
Of course, I'll let him know.
She bows. So this is how it feels like. I wonder how long it would take me to reach this level without this ring. I doubt there is anything better than this. Hopefully it will be enough to learn a spell of that power. Once I'll have the means to learn it. On second day, more people were waiting for me in the office.
Aisama.
Albedo bows and the others follow her lead. Morning, Albedo.
Good morning, Aisama. Aisama.
Evil Eye, Clementine. What do you have for me?
I know of an artifact, a very powerful artifact which holds entries for every arcane divine spells in the world. No one knows its true name, so it is simply known as a nameless book of spells.
Oh, no, that is interesting. Is its existence a fact? It seems to be too good to be true. How could a single book hold all the arcane and divine spells? Huh?
I know it exists for sure, as I've seen it myself a long time ago. It does not work like a classic spellbook. It is not in depth enough to learn spells from it. It works like a list. If a spell exists, it is listed there. If someone were to make a new spell, it would get added in there automatically.
Oh, I see. That makes more sense. I know next to nothing about the spell Yggdrasil is using, more than its power, so even knowing the name alone of that spell would help a lot. Problemless. Do you know where it is now?
Well, I did not keep track of it, unfortunately. However, considering whom it belonged to, it has to be in the treasury of the floating castle in Eruentiu.
What? But just a place I would have preferred to avoid. Knowing the location is good, but getting hold of it could be troublesome.
I can do something about it. I know them after all. And him, the Platinum Dragon Lord. I think I do something about it. A deal. We want the same thing. If I speak to him, I'm sure we can come to agreement. I assume he'll want something to as valuable of yours, and our word that we'll give it back.
I would rather make an ultimatum, unofficial declaration of war. It will make sense after our last meeting. He may have failed miserably, but that does not mean he can just get away with no consequences. He either accepts and we get the book, or refuses and we'll have the chance to get all the items after destroying them. If you like, based on experience, how likely is that there are players there?
Now? 30% chance or less.
Risky. It shall do.
Or we could steal it. That is what I did when I escaped from the Slatocracy. If I could do that with a good team, we can get the book and they will not be none the wiser until it is already too late.
How many?
Just solution.
Oh, both ways will work, but if I were to go with Evil Eye's plan, I'll let an enemy know of my plans. Even if we want the same thing, I doubt it will be as simple as the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I kinda don't want to... Let's go with this. Between the two suggestions, Clementine sounds of a less risky one. In one, I have to trust an enemy. In the other one, I have to trust the skills of Clementine and Solution. It is an easy choice for me to make. Yeah. On the other hand, I mean, Clementine was also an enemy. But now it's not. But anyway.
Thank you.
She bows. The day ends with another small success. I had required power thanks to Climb, and I would soon have a tangible proof that such a spell indeed exists. Knowing of something's existence is the first step to actually learn it. Of course, I still lacked many things to reach that goal, and I still had no idea what item Pandora's actor was thinking about. Still. It is another day, and I observe the empty office before me, with Lumiere, one of the homunculus mates, standing by the door. And waiting for everyone, I should probably contact Zeshi. I'm not sure if I can reach that goal without her help. At the very least, I would like to know if they have any useful artifact in their treasury. And so, in spite of his better judgment, he gave the order to get in contact with Zeshi and explain the bare necessary in order for her to look for a suitable item that would prove to be useful in a way or another. There is no doubt that Zeshi would want to deliver it personally, but she would not do so on foot. Upon reaching the Elf country, she will be teleported here. While Elbot takes care of contacting and issuing orders to Zeshi, I should begin to head to Erantel to meet the King of Minotaurs. Even with teleportation there, yes, I will see Zeshi tomorrow. Probably. Right, let's go visit those losers. Maybe. Actually, no. Let's have a look into the mirror. Infiltration in Eruentiu.
So far so good, but this place is too big as I had expected. Use the ability you have told me about and find the treasury. I can move fast in the shadows, but not as fast as you. Just make sure to reach me once you have found the entrance to the treasury. Will you manage? Will you manage alone? What do you think? I could and did something similar when I was much weaker. I've been training for all this time. I'm the whole other level now. In another situation, I would be more than happy to show you. Not interested. I only fight if I somehow wills it, or if I get to consume the victim. Oh yeah, let's get this over with.
Solution and Clementine split. Even now, Solution is stronger than Clementine, not to mention her racial advantages. However, when it comes to experience, Clementine is vastly superior. Even Solution realizes this much, hence why she is willing to follow her plan, with Momonga's approval. Solution blends into the shadows using her assassin skills and melts in order to traverse the castle through holes and on the terrain which would not be traversable through normal means. Whereas Clementine uses her skills and items to move from an alley to another without being detected. This much is something any rogue would be able to do, however. Thanks to her experience, she knows when and how to move without wasting time in fear of being detected. She has a slender frame and the abilities to boost her speed in a way to allow her to flash step from a place to another. That's not to say she's being careless, but compared to the Great Tomb of Nazarick, where she spent years to train, the tight security of Erientius Castle feels nothing more than a playground. Half an hour later, Solution emerges from the shadows and suddenly points to her left. Clementine quickly reaches her. In that direction, a big door made of metal stands almighty. It looks really heavy, and the many logs suggest that the interior must house many important items. It is definitely the treasury of Erientiu.
And the guards? My snacks for the way back.
Ha! Solution steps closer, probably with the intent to melt the door and gain an easy and quick access inside.
Wait, do not touch the door. Why? There is a trap. From what I can see, the mechanism is knocking beyond my skills. Wait a few minutes and I will have this disabled. Alright.
The security might have been nothing more than a joke for Clementine, but the traps and mechanism of the treasury's door are a whole other story. But Clementine had assumed this would be the case, hence why she asked for backup. While Clementine carefully works on trap, Solution guards her back. To most people this is a simple, heavy and well-protected door, but to Clementine's eyes, this is a puzzle to solve before proceeding. Many puzzles, in fact, the runes acting as protective ward are the first thing she spots. But another careful look reveals a mechanism that is meant to act as a simple alarm, most likely as a final protection should everything else fail. Disabling the alarm obviously takes the priority. Triggering a trap and receiving damage is preferable to alerting the whole castle of your presence by the treasury. Clementine takes out her thieves' tools and by blocking up the mechanism the alarm can no longer trigger. This alone takes another 30 minutes.
Damn! The protective wards are more straightforward once you spot them.
She takes a dagger out of pockets, and as its blade creeps close to the rune, the reflection on the blade reveals another rune just in front of the door. Clementine had failed to spot that previously.
Tch, freaking wizards!
She takes another dagger and with both hands she throws them at both runes, hitting them at the same exact time. The protective wards fade. Had she tinkered with only a rune, or had her time been off by a simple second, the trap would have triggered.
Now the locks.
With the traps disabled, getting the complicated locks open is child's play. After no more than 5 minutes, the treasury's door hangs open. They quickly retrieve the nameless spellbook inside and return back to the Great Tomb of Nazarick.
Nice.
You know what? Before we visit Minotaurs, let's end the episode, and we will continue tomorrow. For now, hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider liking the video. If you're new around, subscribe. That would be super appreciated, obviously. Would love you to stick you around, obviously. And hope you have a wonderful day. And come along tomorrow too. Bye bye.